Hello. Thank you for coming. Welcome to Comedy Night. I hope this isn't funny at all. I'm not going to play Ring of Fire. Who wants to shoot me?
Laugh for a change, make some noise. Keep it going for a man like Beers. All right. Let me just say this right off the bat. I've had some Red Bulls and I'm ready for this. So guys, give it up for Laugh for a Change. Yeah.
Hello. Thank you for coming.
How's everybody doing? Yeah, I don't care. That's not true, I care a little bit. Welcome to the second Laugh for a Change of the summer. Coming out and supporting a good cause and some great comedians. Actually, we only have a couple of great comedians, but some really okay comedians. A funny thing happened to me on the way in the elbow room. But no, I'm standing, and this happens to me a lot. Just given who I am and the different labels people give me. Without knowing me at all. And I'm standing in Albertsons with a head of lettuce under my arm. And this lady, she's about my mom's age, she comes up to me. And just real close, like way too close. Like right here. And she yells at me. She said, "Do you need assistance?" Okay, just to fill you in, this happens to me twice a day. And as a mature adult, this is how I handle it. I say, "No thank you, I'm fine." And generally, this is where the interaction ends. But no. This woman stayed there for what seemed like 3 hours until she broke the awkward silence with, "Are you sure you don't need assistance?" I didn't know how to respond. So to cope, I just walked away. And left her standing there. And this is where it just got really awkward, because as I turned to walk away, I dropped the lettuce. I couldn't even make eye contact. Fuck. I could hear her roll her eyes. It was awful. Laugh for a Change is nothing without our generous sponsors. So I'd like to take this opportunity to let you know that Kuka's joke about toes was brought to you by Rockin' Rubies. Everybody thank them for their support. And tonight, we'll be passing around the Bud Light bucket, much like church, except silver. Please, any generous donations you'd like to put in there for MDSC would be much appreciated. Everybody having fun? Ladies and gentlemen, up to the stage next, Alena Gostnell.
exercise for the day. Hi, I actually work for MDSC. How's it going? You want to know who works there? Why are you saying that? I'm actually quite proud of working at MDSC. I actually work for a lot of folks with some very severe developmental disabilities, and we have some clients too. Sorry about that. Sorry, James. So, unlike all my predecessors, I'm actually happily married and have been for 17 years. Yeah. My poor kids go to school and they're, middle class, parents still married, like each other. They're like, you screwed us. We've got nothing to talk about. We're not fun at all. I also found out that as a mother, I completely failed my oldest daughter. I did. She started dating, and I thought that saying no to all the boys she'd bring home would be the worst thing I could do to her. Turns out I'm supposed to be previews of coming attractions for her would-be suitors. And this isn't what she wants to put out on the billboard. So I said, eat a few cheeseburgers, you'll get over it. Told my kids a long time ago, childhood is what you're going to spend the rest of your life getting over. It's the truth. It's going to happen. You don't know when to tell you. Well, thank you very much. Please give generously to MDSC. They need it.
My good friend, Mr. Drake, brings up a good point about political correctness. And far be it for us as a group of comics to lecture anyone. When people approach me again, it seems randomly throughout the day I get asked questions a lot, and it's weird. But they always come with this thing, Mike, what do we call you? I'm sorry. They're like, yeah, are you crippled, disabled, handicapped, special, what's the proper term? I said, well, person with a disability. Like that's generally, if you want to look it up, person with a disability. Or Mike. And by no means am I suggesting that you call all people with disabilities Mike. I'm just saying, people have names for a reason, so don't focus on fucking labels.
Alright. Hello everybody. My name is Kenton Therien, as you just were already told. And I know that there are some of you that look a little bit dazed, I'm not going to lie, that want to ask me a question right away. And the answer to it is yes. Mike is disabled. Our host Mike is disabled. If you can't tell, if you're not catching on, it's his arm. He does know about it. We don't let
everybody, I want to, one more time, list off our incredible sponsors for this evening's event. Eastgate Rental, Rockin' Rudy's, a great place to go for last minute gifts. Like, you're under pressure, you forgot shit. Like anniversaries, birthdays, Christmas. I don't know how that sneaks up on you. Unless you're Mike Nevis. No, but the point is, if you need something right away, they have everything. Alright. Ruby's in. Everybody. And Missoula Indoor Ads is also generous enough to sponsor tonight's event. Calvin Drake.
It's that our name, like the proper word to call us, is also the most derogatory word you can call us. Like, there's like muffin top and whatever, but if you really want to hurt a fat person, you just call them fats. So anyways, thank you very much. I'm Calvin Drake. Have a good evening. And give money to charity.
bring to you your headliner, the myth, the legend. I've had the pleasure of cuddling with him in Canada. Everybody, Mathew, Kettelhake.
Yeah, Missoula, make some noise! How's it going tonight? Yeah, let's have a good time. Now, Mr. Beers here called me a legend. The only reason he called me a legend is because he hates it when I call him a Missoula legend. I am not a legend. He's just greedy, envious. I didn't write that joke. Anyways, I decided, you know, this is for MDSC. This is where I work. This is my place of yes, my pride and joy. That's a joke. I mean, really, guys? I mean, have you seen our wages? Anyways, I'm proud to work there. You know, it's exciting. It's fun, you know, and I decided, you know, I'm going to dress really nice. And I thought, you know, I might look a little dapper, you know, look a little, you know, nice. This lady comes up to me and she's like, hey, haven't seen you in a while. Is there a Chips reunion? I didn't think I was old. I'm pretty awkward when it comes to dating. You know, it's true. It's really awkward, and the worst part of being awkward is the goodbyes. I can't quite say goodbye to a girl. I just don't know how it goes. So I was talking to this girl at a bar, and it was going great, you know, and it was time to say goodbye. And I was ready. I was in hug position. I was like, she's a nice girl. We're getting along. I'm ready. I'm in hug position. Well, she does not reciprocate, and she is not in hug position. And all of a sudden, I was like, okay, plan B. Shake. She's formal. You just met her. Let's just shake. So I have my hand out here. And as I have my hand out here for 5 seconds, she is not in shake position. I was like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? So I'm just thinking to myself, Matt, you have your hand out here. You need to do something now. What are you going to do? She needs to know that you enjoyed your conversation, and all of a sudden, you just punch her in the shoulder. And as I punched her in the shoulder, then I just looked at my hand, and I looked at her, and then I looked at my hand, and shake it, and I was like, you should have just hugged me, and I just ran away like a little girl. I'm so cuddly, how dare you? That's true. Now, we are here for MDSC, so make some noise for MDSC here. Now, I would like everyone to stand up who has ever volunteered, who has ever worked for MDSC, or anyone who has ever dealt with people with developmental disabilities, or even disabilities in general. All stand up, please, for all of you that worked with them. Yes, now everyone that hasn't, you clap your hands now for these people. Yes. They each deserve a round of applause. Now you can all sit down, you don't deserve that much of an applause. Thank you. Okay, good. Stay with me, people. I forgot the rest of that joke, so I just want to say thank you so much for coming out. I would like to thank all our sponsors for Eastgate Rental, Ruby's Inn, Rockin' Rudy's, the Ann Teresa and Ann Show, KECI, KTMF, my mom, and everyone else I forgot. You guys have an awesome night. Thank you so much for coming out here. Everybody's back home.
Alright. But Mathew, in addition to making girls feel awkward in Canada, is the father for Laugh for a Change. And has raised a lot of money for some good people. So, give him a round of applause. Please, and let's get a round of applause for the elbow room for giving us some space to... This is that awkward part after the movie where people are waiting for the credits to get over.
The end.